I am beating every N64 game, and I mean all of them. The twist is, the next game I play is randomly selected, so I have no clue what's coming next. This is the journey to beating every N64 game. Game number 207, Road Rash 64. Released in 1999, this game was developed by Pacific Coast Power and Light and published by THQ. Oh man, I played a bunch of the Road Rash games on the Genesis growing up. Having a Sega channel was pretty sweet, not gonna lie. I mostly remember beating the crap out of other people with a chain and getting pulled over by the cops. I honestly had no idea one of these was made for the N64, or really any version past those ones on the Sega Genesis. One thing's for sure though, this better not feel like a traditional racing game, otherwise I'll be super disappointed. Hope they kept the spirit of the series alive here. Let's get into it. It seems the main single player mode in this game is Thrash mode, so that's what we'll be doing to beat this game. We're on level 1, race 1, milk run. There were 4 bikes to choose from with different stats in acceleration, handling, and durability. You've got the Dumoto 500, Firecracker 400, Rattler 600, and the Razorback 650. I just went with the first one. The race started with a rather large number of bikers piled up. Everyone zoomed off except me. Oops, didn't know what the accelerate button was. The sound of the engine revving was super loud. Unfortunately, you can only adjust the music volume, not sound effects. But yeah, just like in the old games, you try to fight the people driving alongside you. All I had as an offensive for now was my punch and kick along with a tire iron. Not sure why this guy in a suit is just hanging out in the middle of the road. I don't think he's gonna last long. Before I knew it, the first race was already over. That was quick, only like 2 minutes. Man, check out the names of these other racers. They were really ahead of their time, calling someone Dumpy. Time for level 1, race 2, bumps and jumps. And there was a big jump early on where I slammed into a power line pole. I think my guy would have super died there IRL. Not even normal died, super died. I was so busy beating this guy with the tire iron that I didn't realize we were in the wrong lane. Okay, we would have super duper died on that one. Still getting used to the game, but I barely won this race. Must have been a few frames separating us. Race 3, merry-go-round. Merry-go-round and I tumble on the street and these guys just seem to ignore it happened. These races are all so short. There's not much happening so far, but I got second place this time. It didn't seem to matter too much because it advanced to the 4th race anyway. It was at this point my chat told me Thrash was not in fact the main mode of this game. It's the big game mode. Thankfully I had only been playing about 11 minutes so far. In this mode it shows me having some money and each bike had a cost associated with it. After buying one, some guy popped up saying if I win some races he might let me join the Thrashers. Ah, sick, my first biker gang. Race 1 is still milk run, but now it shows there being a cash prize for first place. Also that I'm riding solo. I wound up getting second place and I still got 500 bucks. Not too shabby. In the second race, the cops showed up for the first time. It's just some guy on a bike, you know? He's got a baton. You can blast him off the bike all the same. Dude, look at this woman go flying into orbit after I throw some punches. That's crazy. Sometimes when you finish the race, everyone just crashes into each other and it's so great. I got the full first place prize, plus apparently a $50 combat bonus. Was that for the cop? In the next race, I got knocked off my bike right before the end of the race. Man, what am I supposed to do about that? I literally got last place and it called me a loser. Aw, thanks. I got 40 bucks and a paperweight as a consolation prize. Well, that could have gone better. It just had me do the same race over, which is nice. Apparently there are also cop cars. This dude was completely unfazed by me ramming into him and falling over. Thanks for the help. Okay, this was some garbage. It totally looks like you can drive up there for a shortcut or a secret or something like that. Big missed opportunity. Apparently 4th place isn't good enough in these races. It still called me a loser. I did get some more cash though. Oh wait, what? The secret path did work this time. It must have a jank hitbox or something. There was a 4 times damage up there, so I was just one-shotting everyone. Pretty awesome. After this race, I had enough cash to buy a bike upgrade. Just better stats, basically. Then that guy popped up saying if I join the Thrashers, they'll have my back. It costs $100 for their protection, though. Apparently, if you take a big turn too fast, you just spin out completely. Self-inflicted wipeout, dang. Everyone just flies past me like, get a load of this, moron. The game has this pretty cool thing where you can do a wheelie and it lets you ramp over the other cars. That would be like the ultimate adrenaline rush. I was dominating with this new bike. Once I won the 6th race, it popped up with an aggressive screen saying, "Welcome to level 2. First prize seems to have gone up by 250 bucks as well. I was apparently also given a police baton as a weapon now. Where the heck did I get that thing? These dudes in the brown seem like they have aluminum bats to attack with. I'll take this time to talk about the graphics and audio. The graphics are kind of Everything's just plain looking, like it's not bad, but it's not really good either. I wish there were some more interesting things to see while you're out there driving, you know? That being said, the game runs extremely smooth. I'll definitely take that if they couldn't improve the graphics without slowing the game down. For the audio, well, I don't think I can show you any of it. This game has a soundtrack full of licensed music and it gets flagged on YouTube heavily. Kind of a bummer that's a thing you gotta worry about on this site, you know? It's songs from Sugar Ray, The Merman, and Full on the Mouth. There's this one that goes like, "You're gonna get the tub, gonna get the tub." I don't think that's what he actually says, but it's what I hear. Then of course, if you played this, you probably remember that one that goes like, "Mean machine, mean machine." The sound effects in this are so goofy. It's like what you'd expect the sounds in a comic book to sound like when they write them out during a fight scene. Kind of hilarious. A good old thwack or a thwop or ugh or even ah. Hope that covers it well enough. So here the cop rammed me and I went flying into a different area code. I expected to get back on the bike like normal, but my character just sat there doing like a yoga pose or something. Well, I don't know what to do other than just quit out. So that's exactly what I did. A guy popped up saying he can fix anything, but it's going to cost $500. Well, that sucks. Dude, this was awesome. Just whacking 3 dudes back to back. Even the cop, too. Oh, whoops. I punched one of my fellow Thrasher gang members there. They're just the other people in the weird bike suits. We kinda look out of place in these races, to be honest. I found this wrench off to the side that repaired my bike. But like, it's so close to the edge that it felt impossible to grab safely. Maybe I just suck. Okay, this person got annihilated. I really don't understand why these people are walking in the road. I mean, it makes the game fun, but, you know, just from a lore standpoint. What's their motivation here? Wait, what the heck? This Thrasher member's trying to knock me off my bike. I thought we had each other's backs. Well, fine then. I'm gonna blast you with the baton all the same. I may have died in the process, but I still won this race, as long as my body crosses the finish line. Here, the cop is the one who took me out. No problem, I thought. Well, there was a problem. I got busted and I had to pay $250 to get bailed out. Well, that sure is unfortunate. Holy crap, that crash had to make me leave the atmosphere. I think people getting launched is the best part of this game for sure. The races were blending together a bit at this point. They're all short and the scenery looks the same every time. Maybe they'll change up later on. This time when I got 7th place, it said I got a pine-scented air freshener as a prize. Those things smell awful, not gonna lie. After 6 races in level 2, I got yet another new bike. A nice hot pink color. Stats are huge compared to the old one. That guy said I gotta pay more dues if I want to stick with the Thrashers. Fine, yeah, here's 80 bucks. Apparently the wheelie over the car method isn't foolproof. That car's brakes are on point though. Stopped on a dime. Whoa, 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 what the heck? This guy isn't even part of the race and he ran over that pedestrian. Send him straight to jail. There ended up being 8 races in total and I'd made it to level 3. The next class of bike cost $12,000. Jeez. Now I had a stun baton thing. A cattle prod? It electrocutes them and they just lift their hands off the handlebars and go off into the abyss. It's a great time. I get 1,700 bucks for winning a race now though. Dang. They were pretty long at this point too. I think that one took about 3 minutes. There are actually like 8 people all in a line here and I'm the only one who gets crashed. It felt like the AI was starting to get a lot more aggressive at this point. Also, this game has a good bit of rubber banding. You'll drive past everyone and get like 10 feet ahead or so, and then they'll slowly start catching up. Getting a bike upgrade negates the rubber banding though. God, my guy's getting launched like a ballistic missile after that one. No way he recovers. Man, my bike only had a tiny bit of health left and I saw a wrench to the left. How in the world do you get this thing? It just would not let me. Then my guy can't even turn the stupid bike around and falls off it. Really? That caused it to break. This guy charges $1,000 to fix it now too. Whatever happened here? Nice little barrel roll for style points, I guess. Ain't no way this bush is completely solid. I cannot imagine another game where a bush that looks like that would have collision. Okay, this was weird. I spun out a little bit at this intersection and got quite lost. In the confusion, I turned around and just blasted into a wall? The crash physics in this game are absurd. Here's a good rubber banding example. I was in second place going into the finish, then suddenly I'm in fifth? That's some garbage, come on. There's not really much of a death barrier or anything like that, so the track is more of a suggestion. I mean, there literally is an edge of the map, but you get what I mean. Usually the items are hidden away like that. Ah, finally. After 7 races, I get afford the next bike upgrade. Yeah, I'll pay the $80 to stay with the Thrashers, whatever. Alright, another 8 races down and I made it to level 4. I wonder how many there are. Dang, the next bike costs $23,000. Holy crap, my new weapon is now mace. They're just covering their eyes, freaking out about it. There are quite a few more weapons you can get, but you have to steal it from another racer. I'm pretty sure I never achieved that because I haven't seen it happen once yet up to this point. You basically have to punch at the same time they attack you with their weapon. Otherwise, you just get one new weapon every level. This third race was a bit strange, as it only had 6 racers instead of the 12 or whatever there usually are. Oh, I see what's going on here. There are less racers so they can have these big pile of cops scattered throughout. I guess that's one way to increase difficulty. This is a bit overkill, don't you think? 5 cops for 1 guy. Really? Dude, come on! That's the 3rd time in a row! It costs $950 each time too. I'm losing all my money. I kinda need to buy that next bike, so like, can y'all stop that? Okay, finally. 4 times I got busted. Only got 2nd place, but I don't care. That's good enough to qualify, so I don't have to do that one again. Oh, wait, there's a 3rd way to get new weapons. I found one at the entrance to this warehouse or whatever. It's a pool cue, my god. Well, it definitely has long range. One annoying thing in this level was the opponents had a hammer now. If I get hit by it twice, I'm 1 hit away from any weapon from crashing. This is especially bad if a cop is nearby, because it's immediately over if they're the ones that do the final hit. I cruised past the rest of the races, but it said I couldn't advance to the next level until I buy a new bike. Well, the cop stole all my money earlier, so I just barely had enough, and I was now on to level 5. The first track was called Cliffs of Insanity, and it was 17 kilometers in length. This is gonna get hard, isn't it? The next bike costs $60,000. Holy crap. Whoa, I've just got a big old wrench now. The classic tool that is more often used as a weapon than for fixing stuff. This new bike wasn't even helping in the new class. Once you advance, it becomes the normal bike, essentially. With this big old crash, I was knocked out of the race 4 minutes in. Dang. The guy wanted $3,000 to fix my bike, which I definitely did not have. He's just like, oh, you can't pay? Too bad then, game over. When's the last time I saved? Oh god, it was after that race in level 4 with all the cops. That's not too terrible, but I lost a lot of progress. At least I found this spiked club to play with in one of the previous races, so that's something, right? From now on, I'm definitely saving after every race win. Sometimes it's just not worth it to do a wheelie off a car. Whoever was sitting near the window in that building, I am so sorry. Alright, made it back after like 50 minutes. Also, screw y'all Thrashers, you never help me anyway. I'm done paying. And hey look, this time I beat the first race first try. Oh wait, nope. I definitely blew it. That really sucks. Like that one guy in the bike race who lifted his hands off the handlebars just before the finish line and then got passed. Alright, there we go. 2nd place, I'll take it. Good enough. Got $4,500 for it too. Nowhere near that $60,000 I need though. No idea what I'm supposed to do here. Like 20 bikes just fly in from off camera all at the same time. Good luck to me, I guess. They do it to each other sometimes though. Looked like they got hit by a tornado all of a sudden. The speed was getting higher and the crash is more intense. These level 5 races were rough. This cop was just chilling, letting everyone else pass, then ran out directly in front of me to crash me. Come on, dude. Like, look at this. I get in a big crash, fair enough, but then I get spawn killed. I was in there maybe 2 seconds. No one could react to that. Unfair treatment. There we go. The races are so dang long now, man. Oh my god, I did a tornado. Looks like one of those people figure skating at the Olympics. Sometimes though, the crashes turn out to not be so bad. That one even looked kind of fun. I'd do it. Of course, I'd wear a helmet though. My character doesn't need one because if he crashes and dies, he just respawns, you know? Just wanted to show you another funny crash while I tell you there's a mechanic that you can stick your weapon in their tire to perform a one-hit KO. The problem is you lose your weapon permanently for doing it. It's not worth it in my opinion. This crash had me respawn instantly. Aw man, I wanted to watch my guy fly around some more. Oh look, a rogue flying bike. They migrate south this time of the year, so it's not too surprising to see. This cop just decided to take one for the team and slammed into that pole to take me out. I respect the hustle, but that's a bit much. It seems in these later races, the Thrashers are non-existent. Glad I left those clowns. It makes it a bit tougher because they don't really go for each other if they're all in the same gang. One more big crash for the road. Those are still fun, right? Oh look, I'm in third. Hopefully I don't crash at the very end. And I did. But they apparently all crashed too, so I still got third. I don't know what the heck happened, but I'll take it. After qualifying on that race, apparently it was the last one. It said congratulations and gave me a cheat code for super fast bikes. And then the credits rolled. Took about 4.5 hours. Wow, I didn't really expect it to end like that. Didn't have to buy the next bike this time either. Well, I put in that cheat code and it gave me this long bike that went at double the speed of the others essentially. It's cool, but it's actually impossible to turn decent with it. Okay, one final gigantic crash for the road. It's by far the best part of the game. Even the AI can't drive this thing. They all wiped out at the same time on this turn. There's also a secret drag racing course where you just drive in a straight line. It's quite boring, but the payoff at the end is absolutely worth it. This is the best thing in the game and they hid it behind a cheat code. Like here, I get hit with that stun rod. There's no way out of it. Oh god, Jesus, take the wheel. Yeah, that didn't go well. There's also a cheat to play cop mode where you get to be the cop and just have to hunt all the racers down to make them crash. I mean, it's kind of fun, I guess. And finally, there's a cheat to play scooter mode where you ride all these slow, crappy things. Why would you ever do this when the drag racing one exists? Yeah, even this track isn't fun with these things. No scooter for me. But yeah, that's about all there is for this one. Game complete. So yeah, there you have it. My journey to beating Road Rash 64. This game kinda surprised me. From what I heard from other people, it's a bad game. I don't think that at all. It's not a fantastic game, but it's fun. I think a big thing for me is the fun stuff is limited and there's not a ton of unique things to do. The driving physics are solid and it runs really well. Fighting people is a blast and the crashes never really get old. Plus, the audio quality on the licensed music tracks was really good in my opinion. Games like Tony Hawk had shortened songs and were super compressed. I thought this was decent for the N64. I like the goofy sound effects too. Would I recommend this? I mean, probably. At least play it for a little while. Beating it can be quite frustrating though with how long the races get and how all the computers gang up on you in the higher levels. It's fun to play for an hour or two for sure. I think you'd have a good time. I gave Road Rash 64 a 6.5 out of 10 for enjoyability and a 5 out of 10 for difficulty. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We had a randomized marble race to determine which game was next, so here's how that played out. Or skip to the timestamp on screen to skip straight to the game selection. Alright, we'll do a random track, Alienated, Simulation, 184 games left on the list. We got Blast Core, we got Genesis, Neon Genesis Evangelion, we even got Tigger's Honey Hunt. What will it be? 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, they are off, and who is in the lead currently? Rampage is currently in the lead actually, but getting held up a bit. Yeah, and there goes Pilot Wings now on the right side. Who here on the left? Bio Freaks, Mia Hamm Soccer, Mario Tennis as well. Pilot Wings 64, definitely the current favorite. We'll see what happens here at the first obstacle. Keep an eye on both sides here. And Pilot Wings goes airborne, very on brand, as does Mario Kart 64. Pilot Wings is gone, Mario Kart is gone, and it's Bust-A-Move 99 in the lead now. Haru Kanaru Masters, a golf game. Also as well, Bust-A-Move and Haru Kanaru Augusta Masters in the lead. Iggy's Wrecking Balls as well. Coming through the cornfield now. Get your K-Kona out. We are harvesting corn here. And it's Magical Tetris Challenge potentially in the lead. There is a UFO. I would watch out for that. The next South Park game. The first one out of the cornfield. Potentially, I think it's Chef's Love Shack. And look at the goal moving left to right. So even if it's in the lead, it's not guaranteed, chat. Let's see. South Park, Bomberman, Miss Pac-Man, Maze Madness, Shogi on the other side. Please no. Whatever the heck all this is. It's going to come down to the positioning of the goal here at the end. Miss Pac-Man, Maze Madness, Cruising USA do fall off. South Park coming through. Bomberman, second attack. Magical Tetris Challenge. Nintama Rantaru 64 Game Gallery. What's it going to be? It's hard to tell right now. And here comes the next South Park game. Oh, and it sticks the landing. And that is it. I believe that's Chef's Love Shack. I think it's a trivia game. I don't watch South Park, so I'm going to suck. The next South Park game, which is South Park Chef's Love Shack. It has been decided. But yeah, if you're still here watching, you're awesome. Thank you so much. If you had a good time, consider hitting that like button, or maybe even dropping a subscription. Or hey, maybe even watch another one of these videos that's on screen now. And yeah, see you next time.